And then the next two numbers are going to be the same as the ones up there, so 0 and 3, to come up with all of these values. And now I can use these ordered pairs to graph them on the graph here. I have x's that were -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And then y values 1, 2, 3 going up on the y-axis, and then only a -1 going down. So -2, 3, -1, 0. So you graph all of these one by one, and you get these 5 points on the graph one by one, and you connect them with a line. You see that over here they connect into this kind of smiley configuration. Then it goes up through this point forever, goes up through this point forever, and you put those arrows to indicate that will go forever, and you call this parabola. That's what the x squared graphs are. We're going to have a whole chapter on this. Chapter 2 is going to cover the x squared and polynomials, so you don't have to worry too much about naming it, but if you learn it now, one less thing to learn next month. So parabola, and I'll just put x squared so you know that it is 4x squared graphs. So now I'm going to take a look at some of the problems that you guys had for homework and work some similar exercises. Say your function f of x is given as 3x squared minus x plus 4. And I noticed a whole bunch of problems where it says calculate f of, let's say, 2. Calculate f of -5, let's say. Calculate f of x minus 2. Calculate f of -x. So if you looked at the book and you looked at the problems, stuff like this came up, right? A, B, C, D, whatever. And you were supposed to solve this. Now, as you can see, for some of these problems, numbers are given to you to plug in. And for other problems, like C and D, they gave you expressions to plug in. Your job is to replace every x of your problem with whatever is given to you. So for part A, we are supposed to calculate f of 2. That means 3 times 2 squared minus 2 plus 4. You see that all 3 x's, I have 3 x's, 1, 2, 3 x's. All 3 x's that you have are replaced by number 2. Because I am computing a function at number 2, I want to find what is the value, what is the y value. That's what function computes. So, when I plug in 2 for every x, now I can go and compute 3 times 4 minus 2 plus 4. That's 12 plus 2. And the answer is 14. So we have 14 as the answer for the first problem. Now I am going to ask you to solve part B. You will have to plug in what this time? -5. So replace all of x's with -5, compute the value. All right, no pressure. You have 18 seconds. Go.
Done.
Done? Thanks. What do you got? So -5 times -5 is? Times 3 plus 5